Yo, crypto nation and mining family. Crypto nation and mining family. What's going on? Of course, like always, it's not financial advice. Yo, crypto nation and mining family. We got this awesome Friday, sunshiny day, the day after the 4th of July. We have July 5th, guys. It is amazing. Great stuff has been happening in the news. Well, not really great stuff, just a bunch of stuff. Great stuff in the news has been the Bitcoin price action. Whoa. So definitely, let's dig into some of this stuff here. So the Iranian authorities at it again, guys. In the news, they put up that the Iranians seized 1,000 Bitcoin miners. They had actually pulled them out of 2 now defunct factories. So it looked like people were mining in an abandoned factory, possibly. Ooh. And as local authorities had noticed a surge of electricity consumption by about 7% earlier. Now, if they were paying bills, I don't see where the Iranian authorities have any say-so on dictating where things get utilized. Just think about it this way, if they're not really doing anything with it. Like, for instance, they were talking about in a German city of Kintlagong, police reportedly tracked down a system of like 49 computers operating in the premises. Whenever they did the evaluation on them, they were using as much of electricity as 30 households, but they were not paying electricity. They weren't paying the bills, so they got they were affected around $220,000 or 250,000 euros. The people of Iran started all showing pictures of their mining equipment right after they put the ban and took these mining equipment out. So this was like the Iranians' way of just whipping out the cojones and showing how big they are. And even though there is a mining ban, yo, I love it. All these people are still mining out there. They're still trying to get some of that bizzity bit. Yo! And then a German mining firm has added almost 5,000 ASICs to their farm. To be exact, they ordered up 4,475 ASIC miners from Canon and Bitmain. Ooh. If you haven't been paying attention at all, since we've gone into a little bit of a bull run, the Bitcoin mining difficulty is now at an all-time high. Whoa, check that out. So there are more ASICs getting turned on now than there were 2 years ago, or about a year and a half ago, whenever we were in the height of the last bull run, whenever Bitcoin was at $20,000. We just surpassed that in hash power now. Woo! The company has 21 mobile mining containers deployed in the country, generating 55 petahashes per second. Wow. With the recent purchase of mining hardware, it's aiming to double its capacity to 112 petahashes per second. As the price soars, all the new miners will turn to new ASICs on the As the price soars up, all the new miners will turn on their new ASICs, while the big guys buy more than thousands of them. Woo! Yes. So, this is why I don't mine directly Bitcoin, because I can maybe afford a couple of Bitcoin ASIC machines. These bigger players, they can afford almost 5,000. So if I could sit there and get 2 or 3 Bitcoin miners, and he's getting this much, I'd be like this, and he'd be like this, and therefore he's got the clear-cut advantage. He's got the money to be able to put in to get the equipment that he needs. I don't. So therefore I try to look at some of the smaller cap coins that I can mine with a GPU, because I can get more GPUs than I can ASICs. And it's just the price points on them. And the tariff taxes. Ugh. But moving into some more cooler information. Are you guys, any of you guys in Europe? Yo. So ASUS has begun their more ambitious, let's see here. Where did I put the article at? Alright, never mind. So ASUS begins their trade-up program. So if you're in Europe and you're wondering, man, I want to buy the new GPU, but I'm unable to. So ASUS is beginning their trade-up program, so that if you are buying a new card, you can trade in your old one. Thing is that they're debuting this in Europe first to see if this is actually something that works. Now, it's only going to be available through ASUS, so nobody else is doing this. This is like kind of what I would consider unprecedented. The offer, like I was saying, is applied only in the UK. Ranges of NVIDIA Turing Series, RTX, and then they've also got some of the GTX series cards from ASUS, coming from their Dual, their Turbo, their TUF, the Phoenix, and the ROG product ranges. Participants in the UK, retailers including eBuyer, Overclocker UK, Novatech, Scan, Box Limited, and CCL Computers. Full terms and conditions are available. Yo, so it's actually kind of interesting that they're going to allow you to be able to do a trade-in program, almost like, you know, buying a car, you know. So if I want to buy a new car, I trade in my old car, right? Bam. So it looks like they're going to be doing a little bit of the same thing. Yo, that is amazing. And then, are you guys wondering about any of the new GPUs that are coming out? So, if you guys haven't heard any of the launches, that the Super Series is going to be replacing the non-Super. So, if you bought a 2060, the Super is now replacing it. If you bought the 2080 Ti is still going to be out there, but now they're offering a 2080 Super. Let's see here. These 2060 Super will be released July 9th at a price point of $399. The 2080 Super will be released on the 23rd at about $699. Now, there has been a few people that have been able to get their hands on it and test it. So, moving along with that, the 2060 Super are pretty much, you know, beyond giving it a little extra memory. So it's got 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory instead of the 6 gigabytes. The Supers are getting a small performance bump. So the 2060 itself was at 1920 CUDA cores. The Super Edition is at 2176. The 2070, which will be getting replaced by the 2070 Super, because why? The price points are the same. So the 2070 and the Super Editions are both the same amount of memory. The difference is in the CUDA cores. So the 2070 came in at 2304 CUDA cores, and the 2070 Super will come in at 2560 CUDA cores. Yo. And then You have the RTX 2080, which will be getting replaced by the Super. They both came out with the same amount of memory, so there's no difference there. Now, what does set them apart a little bit is that the 2080 had 2,944 CUDA cores at a memory speed of 14 gigabytes per second. Now the 2080 Super comes in at 3,072 CUDA cores, so we get a pretty substantial bump on it. And now we got a memory speed of 15.5 gigabytes per second. So the memory is a little faster with the Super. I would be wondering if the CUDA cores being down versus the TI variant will make much of a difference, considering the TI variant, the memory speed is at 14 gigabytes per second, where the Super is at 15.5. So I would be wondering if they get a performance bump for the Super on algorithms like Ethereum or Ethereum Classic. Only time will tell. Got to get one of these. This way I can test it out myself. Moving on. And y'all wondering when you're going to be able to get Samsung memory in your GPU. You're wondering if you're going to be getting some of that Hynix or Micron memory. Yo, all that's over now. NVIDIA has confirmed that their next-gen GPUs will be manufactured by Samsung. Yo, so now you're going to be able to go, yo, I got Samsung memory, now what? And now it's just going to be, if you've got a GPU lottery winner at this point, it's going to be having the moon and the stars all align perfectly. What I mean by that is, how good was the solder that day? Was it moist? Was it raining out that day? Was the person in a hurry to get out of there because he had a hot date? It's like any kind of issue in the manufacturing process, and you might have memory that you're not going to be able to push as far. So I've gotten memory that was Hynix and other brands, and few of them were lottery winners. Why? Because the moon and the stars all aligned. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, I got Samsung, so now I've got the King Kong of all memory. You still have to have the right conditions being put together for that memory to be anything worthwhile. Yo. And so that's actually with the NVIDIA side of it. So they're doing, AMD, ASUS is doing a trade-in program in Europe. NVIDIA is partnering up with Samsung officially. They're releasing some cards out very soon. Now going on to the flip side, guys. Yo. So AMD, guys, they are going to be releasing a bunch of blower cards, guys. So they've got the ASRock is going to be having the 5700 XT and the 5700 as a blower card. Bam! And they're going to have their upgraded blower fans on there, so hopefully they keep nice and cool. But even if you have a blower card, they are not bad. Yes, they do tend to be a little hotter because they have got only one fan on them. But if you get enough airflow to go around that one fan, that fan only draws in cool, fresh, clean air. And that'll help keep the cards at a better temperature. So if you're mining on a blower card, just plan to put some fans in there. It helps. ASUS is doing the same thing with the 5700 XT and the non-XTs. Like I was saying in one of my previous videos, that they're going to be releasing the 5700 series first, and it's all going to be blower cards. There are a few companies that I've never heard of doing this, but you know, I don't know everything, and I'm not from around the entire world. So after Asus, you got an unknown one for me in the United States, Dataland. They're going to be coming out with their variations of blower cards. Definitely got that power color with their blower cards. Now, power color is not something that you see too often here in the United States, but they are seen. And then, of course, Sapphire. And even their box kind of looks cool. It's like white with all little geometric shapes on it. Kind of cool looking. And then last but not least, another company in which, like I said, I have never heard of, Yeston. Their box kind of looks a little cool. It's got like a little bee in it. It's like bam. So yeah, this is like the what they're going to be coming out with come on the 7th. So just in a couple of days, guys. So today is the 5th. So like by Sunday, Monday, they're going to be releasing new cards from AMD, and it's going to be their blower series. So if you guys are excited for the blowers, definitely they are going to be coming out right around the corner. I haven't seen too many spec releases. It looks like AMD is doing a really good job on keeping the specs to themselves and not having any leaks quite yet. I think that they're just afraid that if NVIDIA gets their specs, that they're gonna shots fire right back at them and have the GPU war. I wish they would, because as a consumer that helps us out, but that's just me. I hope you guys found the video very informative. Like always, smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button. Smash it hard. And hit the bell notification, subscribe, share these videos with other people. It always helps me out to grow my channel, to get knowledge out to all of you awesome people out there. And if you guys got any questions whatsoever, certainly drop some comments in down below. I always answer back. Always. Especially since I don't have very many people that ask very many questions at the end of the videos. They usually hop into the Discord, which those links are also down below. I got links to the Discord, links to a few other things, like if you're wanting to mine and you don't know what to use, I've got CUDA Miner link on there. If you wanted to sign up through there, you get 5,000 free Satoshis, and that's my affiliate link, so I get like a Satoshi or two off the deal. If you guys want to be on the island, the yiggity-yen.io, definitely. I got some stuff down below too, where you can check it out. Get on down below, and I have an affiliate link to get onto the island, guys, and you'd be able to also, the links down below, get into me and Crypto Mikkel's personal private group, guys, where you can get some of that behind the scenes knowledge. Yo, check it out, guys. And like always, I'll see your smiling faces on the next one.